fall in love with a woman, they don't just speak it. They show it in ways that transcend words, in gestures that echo deeper than any declaration of love could ever reach. You see, a man who truly loves you doesn't merely exist in your life. He builds his world around yours, not in a way that suffocates, but in a way that creates space for both of you to grow. He remembers the little things, not just your birthday or your anniversary, but the name of that childhood pet you mentioned once, the way you like your coffee on rainy mornings, or that small dream you whispered about on a quiet night months ago. When a man deeply loves you, he fights, not against you, but for you. He fights through his own walls, his past wounds, his ingrained habits. You'll see him wrestling with his vulnerabilities, slowly letting down the armor he's worn for years, piece by piece, because he trusts you with his authentic self, the self that even he sometimes fears to acknowledge. Pay attention to his actions in chaos. When your world is spinning, he becomes your constant, not by trying to fix everything, because sometimes things can't be fixed, but by standing beside you in the storm. He doesn't run from your tears. He faces them with you. He doesn't dismiss your fears. He holds space for them. A man in love plans a future where you exist in every scene. Listen carefully. You'll hear it in the way he talks about next summer, next Christmas, the house he wants to build. Your presence in his future isn't a question mark. It's a period at the end of every sentence. But here's what most people won't tell you. A man who truly loves you will challenge you. He'll question your self-doubts, not your dreams. He'll push back when you sell yourself short. His love isn't a soft cushion to fall back on. It's a foundation that encourages you to rise higher. Watch how he handles your success. A man who genuinely loves you will celebrate your achievements as if they were his own. Your growth doesn't threaten him. It inspires him. He understands that your shine doesn't dim his light. It makes your shared world brighter. In arguments, and yes, there will be arguments, notice how he fights. Does he fight to win, or does he fight to understand? A man who loves you deeply will choose resolution over victory. He'll stay in that uncomfortable space of conflict until you both find common ground, because your relationship matters more than his ego. Look at how he treats you when no one's watching. Those quiet moments at home, when there's no audience, no social media to impress. That's where true love lives. It's in the way he brings you water when you're focused on work, how he adjusts your pillow when you're half asleep, how he listens to your random thoughts with genuine interest. A man in love protects your heart, not just your body. He guards your dreams, your confidence, your peace of mind. He creates a safe space where you can be entirely yourself. Messy hair, morning breath, wild dreams, irrational fears, and all. He doesn't just accept these parts of you, he cherishes them. Time. Pay attention to how he spends his time. A man who loves you makes time for you, not excuses. He doesn't try to fit you into his schedule. He builds his schedule around the reality of loving you. Your presence in his life isn't an option. It's a priority. And in your moments of doubt, because we all have them, he becomes your mirror, reflecting back your strength, your beauty, your worth, not with empty compliments, but with steady conviction that helps you remember who you are when you've forgotten. But perhaps the most profound sign of a man's love isn't in any grand gesture. It's in his consistency. It's in the daily choice to love you, to choose you, to stay. Because love, real love, isn't just a feeling that sweeps you off your feet. It's a decision he makes every morning to be there, to care, to invest in your shared future. Understand that true love doesn't require constant questioning. When a man truly loves you, you'll know. Not because he says it, but because he shows it in ways that make you feel seen, heard, valued, and cherished. Not just on special occasions, but in the ordinary moments that make up your life together. This kind of love doesn't demand validation through social media posts or public displays. It lives in the quiet confidence of knowing that you're his choice every day, in every way, through every season of life. Remember, a man who really loves you will make you feel like adding to your life, not completing it. Because true love isn't about filling your emptiness, it's about enriching your wholeness. This is what real love looks like in action. This is what it means when a man doesn't just love you, but chooses to build a life with you, grow with you, and create something beautiful with you. And when you find this kind of love, or rather, when it finds you, you'll understand why none of the rest ever worked out. And if this video touched something deep inside you, take a second to hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. Subscribe for more empowering content like this, and hit that notification bell because we're diving deep into more raw, honest conversations about love, relationships, and understanding the male psyche in ways that can transform your relationship forever.